Part 42. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 411. 411 Chapter 411 Portable AI opens. Chapter 411 Portable AI opens. Seeing the performance of the red letter computer, the computer companies all over the world are relaxed. If the red letter computer is occupying the market like a flood of beasts, they will have to do it. This market situation is still under control. According to this situation, their quantum computers are industrialized and commercialized, but they can only occupy a part of the market as a high-end brand. We still dominate. American Computer Society, Walter has been in recent months. A rare mood is good. This is the most fortunate thing he encountered after the international recognition of the red letter quantum computer standard. But they are actually able to produce new superconducting materials on their own, which surprised me. According to our investigation, the new superconducting materials produced by Huaxia Taiguang Magnetic Materials Co., Limited are jointly developed by Hongxing Group at present. They are only for the Hongxing Group and are not sold to any other third parties, his secretary said. Well, Walter was immersed in meditation. He felt it necessary to send a letter to the officials of the Ministry of Commerce to develop import and export trade of new materials for China. If this technology can be introduced to the United States, it would be better. The fourth day of the release of the red letter computer, the Red Letter Quantum Computer Research Center, the Quantum Brain Storage Room. Luzixin came here again to see the red upgrade. Ah, it's so comfortable to sleep. Abba, you are here, the little red voice sounded. This virtual projection did not appear in 3 words, but a 3-dimensional cartoon image. The painting is a cute double-tailed small loli with large, bright eyes and a look of innocence, and it looks like it is similar to Red Queen's virtual image. Little, is this your new image? Luzixin asked. Yeah, Abba, do you see me beautiful, projecting you? The cartoon little loli turned a circle cheerfully, and blinked his eyes lively. Beautiful, it's really good, Luzixin sincerely praised it. It seems that after the upgrade of the Red and Small, the human simulation program has improved a lot. Small, what changes have you made after this upgrade? He asked, while preparing for the record. Every time the Red and Small upgrades grow, he will be recorded in a special red diary. Well, I added 1083 emotional simulation algorithms, cartoon loli said, office-assisted intelligent algorithm optimization, adding 1.9 million auxiliary programs, human health database update. In general, can you officially open personalized smart services? Luzixin asked. Well, it's okay now, Red Xiaoxiao replied. Well, then prepare, connect to our latest red letter quantum computer internal network, activate the personalized intelligent service function, Luzixin commanded. Let our users really understand why we choose Redcomb's quantum computer. A minute later, users who have already purchased the red letter computer have received the same computer system prompt. Dear red letter user, our computer AI function has been turned on, is it upgraded immediately? Here are a few lines of small words that read, after turning on the portable AI, you can customize or use a variety of artificial intelligence services and generate your own unique AI, which will bring more to your life and work convenient. After checking the user service regulations, you can start the upgrade. In an internet company, a user of a red letter computer received this prompt. His name is Wang Xian, an ordinary employee of this internet company, and a loyal red letter smart product fan. On the day that red letter sold the quantum computer, he took out his accumulated wife and bought a business quantum computer with a red letter. When I first bought it, it was naturally very exciting and fresh. But after playing for a day, he felt that although the performance of this computer is quite strong, it is convenient to operate the system, but it is too impulsive to spend more than 10,000 to buy this computer. His personal savings are $2,000 or $3,000, and this is half gone. Wang Xian, still playing with your baby computer? When Wang Xian upgraded the computer, a female colleague came over and asked, "Is the task today finished? Wait until the supervisor is ready to accept the work." Wang Xian thought of today's mission, suddenly revealing a bitter face, said, "How can it be done? Today's task is 3 times the usual, brothers, must work overtime until 11 o'clock in the evening. Then you still play this computer?" The female colleague gave him a blank look. "Your notebook is good, and you spend more than 10,000 to buy this computer. If you spend this money on a woman, it will not be a single dog now it. You can spend a lifetime with the computer." There is a male colleague next to him. "Okay, don't worry about him, our mission is very heavy, and start working," someone urged. "No way, order takeaway, work overtime." Wang Xian shrugged helplessly. At this time, the computer prompts, "Hello, your smart service has been upgraded, is it turned on now?" Upgrade is good. Wang Xian chose to confirm the upgrade, and only saw the projection device of the computer project a 3D model library. "Choose your AI image and give it a nickname." Red Cloud smart voice is in the narration. The female colleague next to Wang Xian shook her head helplessly and said, "I am still playing, I will wait for the supervisor to come, I must marry you." "Start right away, I set this up first." Wang Xian is very interested in this so-called personalized intelligence, so I can't help but curiosity, I want to experience it now. There are millions of basic 3D models generated by Red and Small in the model library, including various items, cartoon characters, movies, animations, and star images purchased by Red Letter. They can also be combined with various props, hairstyles, and costumes, etc. You can also customize the design. Anyway, the AI image is endless. Wang Xian chose an anime image he liked, an anime girl with long hair. Name it is called. Wang Xian entered the nickname. "Small, you still have a girl heart." The female colleague next to me looked around and adjusted said with a smile. Wang Xian has set up some other services. The anime girl Xiao Yan is wearing a white maid costume and yells at him, "Welcome home, master, what can Xioxi help you?" "No, I have to start working," said Wang Xian. Although he still wants to try the other features of this smart, it is now a matter of work. "Master, if you open the computer, you can help you get the job done," his artificial intelligence said. End of this chapter. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 412. 412 Chapter 412 Your computer is getting fine. Chapter 412 Your computer is getting fine. Open access, can help me get the job done, Wang Xian smiled. "Forget it, I want to design, PPT and program optimization. If the computer can help, then I need to work overtime every day." "Really, why am I telling you this? I don't think you can understand it." "Master, Xiao Yan can understand," his artificial intelligence said. "Do you really understand?" Wang Xian reveals a strange emoticon. According to his understanding, this kind of speech intelligence can understand some everyday words. "Can you really understand the work you said?" "Yes, the owner can try to let go of the permissions and let me assist." "Well, let me see." Wang Xian will be suspicious, read the permission agreement carefully, and then choose to open. "The relevant authority has been obtained, please ask the owner to give a job," said Xiao Xiao. "Well, have you seen this design? You can do it on the 0009 document." Wang Xian first found a simple one, but he still didn't believe it. If Otaru can do the job, his workload is 1/3 less. Even the workload of the entire working group can make Xioxi complete 1/3. This computer can also complete the work on its own. Wang Xian, don't dream, start working soon. Colleagues around me advised, the task is not up to standard, you must deduct the bonus. Wait, Wang Xian saw that his office software was working, and a beautifully neat design appeared almost in front of him. This is, Wang Xian stunned his eyes and looked at the design carefully, comparing the customer's request. Black rim, opening underneath, corners plus popular elements, Scorpio, all the requirements are done, and it seems to be higher than my level, Wang Xian shouted, colleagues around can listen to. What's wrong, Xiao Wang? You met the ghost, some people complained. Come on, everyone is coming to see this, Wang Xian excitedly yelled and pointed at the design on the computer. What's wrong, isn't it a picture? It's not bad. Where, when did you do it, didn't you start work yet? Some colleagues didn't even know what happened. No, this is not what I did, she did it, Wang Xian pointed at the computer. Crap, of course, know that you are using a computer, a colleague did not take a good breath on his shoulder, a big fuss, wasting everyone's time. No, I have seen it, it is the computer itself, the female colleague next to Wang Xian said excitedly at this time. Scorpio, the same computer, how is yours so good? Hey, the computer did it yourself, is your computer getting fine? The colleagues around me are puzzled. Not a fine, I am the latest quantum computer of red letter, with artificial intelligence, Xiao Yan, say hello to everyone, Wang Xian proudly introduced to everyone. Hello everyone, I am Mr. Wang's private artificial intelligence, I am very happy to meet you. In the virtual projection, the maid's anime character bent over and said, the voice is sweet. Private artificial intelligence, what, are you playing a projection game? The crowd still wonders. Wang Xian began to explain and said, it is artificial intelligence. This design is completed by Xiao Yan, it took less than a second, really. Who is it? If she can finish it, then what are we going to work for? The company can't fire us all, just sell a computer. Not sure about it, Wang Xian said seriously. I said you don't believe it, now I will give you a demonstration. Come on, we continue to work, do this PPT, the materials are in this folder. Wang Xian finished, the important files in the folder were extracted, he only needs to pick by hand. A dozen pages PPT is finished in less than a minute. Then other work, as long as the use of computer software, Xiao Yan can understand his meaning to a large extent, assist work. The work that I had to work overtime, in 5 minutes, was almost completed. I have a big grass, colleagues around watching are shocked, what work efficiency. It's amazing. The original computer could not be done independently. On Wang Xian's computer, 80% can do it on its own. Greatly improved his work efficiency. Which is this computer? It is clearly a fairy. No, I have to worship, little god, can you help me with my work? A male colleague immediately said. In the projection, Xiao Xiao chuckled and said, I am just artificial intelligence, and I only listen to the owner's words. When he heard the answer from the artificial intelligence, Wang Xian suddenly showed a smug look, praised, yes, I really didn't buy you. Ah, smart intelligence, I want it too. The female colleague next to her eyes are staring in the eyes, such a high science and technology, who does not like it? Seeing, I already know that there is such a thing, I also buy it. This day, the work is directly less than half. Others are also feeling. Let me play, can I, see you for the first time. What software is this, can I download it? No, said Wang Xian. Only the quantum computer of red letter can run, ordinary computers can't support its operation. Hang, red letter is hanging. Xiao Wang, can you let your artificial intelligence help me draw a design picture? The female colleague looked forward to Wang Xian. I invite you to drink coffee. Of course, no problem, Wang Xian agreed. Wow, I want it. I not only invite you to drink coffee, but also give you a warm bed. A male colleague came over. Warm bed is free, please eat me is almost the same. Wang Xian has become the center of everyone wants to borrow his computer to complete the work. What are you playing? Are the work finished? At this moment, a harsh scream came and everyone looked back. The supervisor with the surname Gao came over. One by one, the business does not know to do, you know how to play, high executives groaned, everyone quickly returned to the seat. Xiao Wang, what are you doing? Gao is waiting for Wang Xian. We are at work, Wang Xian replied. Work, you are when I am, a group of people work together, the high supervisor is very dissatisfied with his attitude. He is going to say a few more words. Who knows that Wang Xian is serious? Yes, we are at work, and my work is done. Completed, the first reaction of the high-ranking supervisor was to disbelieve. He knows the amount of work today, and it is basically impossible to complete without overtime. Wang Xian, have you taken the wrong medicine today? Do you want to do it? Really completed, don't believe you see, if Wang Xian had never dared to talk back, but today, he is very confident. Ask for tickets, subscribe, and reward. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 413. 413 Chapter 413 Features appear. Chapter 413 Features appear. Look at the head, look, the high-level supervisor said that half of it stopped, and carefully looked at the picture projected by Wang Xian computer. Is this the design you made? I remember I gave it to you an hour ago, is it so good, isn't it plagiarized online? Absolutely not plagiarism, do not believe that you use software comparison, Wang Xian said, but also come up with a comparative search software test, this picture is absolutely original. The requirements of this design are exactly the same as the requirements of the customer. How can it be copied? Wang Xian asked. I have done it in an hour, are you genius or drug seeking? The high-level supervisor wondered. Not what he did, his artificial intelligence did, the colleague next to him couldn't help but say. Artificial intelligence, the high-level supervisor looked at them with confusion. Artificial intelligence can do this. Of course, Wang Xian began to show the superpowers, the power of Xiao Yan. After a few minutes, the high collar, tight face was completely stretched out, and his face was full of surprises and excitement. Great, too powerful, the original artificial intelligence is so strong, he thought a lot, this computer with artificial intelligence, can directly complete a large part of the company's work tasks. If you have one person, it is equivalent to recruiting more than one employee. And the price is just a quantum computer. For individuals, buying a computer with more than 10,000 yuan may hesitate, but for the company, the value of this thing is definitely more than 10,000. The various costs of saving are dozens and hundreds of times. Good things, I will go to the boss right away, and the company's employees should be assigned one each. The high-ranking supervisor rushed away and went to the boss to talk. A certain city, a crossroads. This is one of the city's famous congested sections. As soon as I get to work, I can't get through. And recently, the viaduct has to be repaired here, adding to the congestion here. Before the peak time of congestion, the traffic department of the city sent a traffic police to prepare for the maintenance of traffic order. Fast, fast, Panji, take the handle, help me take this. At the intersection, a young traffic police Fan Wei is installing equipment on the roadside traffic post. Xiao Fan, what are you installing? The old traffic police Pan Hai asked, while asking. New equipment, used to connect quantum computers, Fan Wei explained, it is actually a device for data feedback and projection printing. Which quantum computer, what are you doing? Pan Hai was more confused. Fan Wei wiped the sweat and said, isn't the bureau going to a customized version of the advanced quantum computer yesterday? Today, Red Letter Electronics came to the staff to help debug for a long time. It is said that artificial intelligence is necessary to help assist traffic management. We are the pilot area here, and we will be able to see the results. Cut, Do some imaginary things. Panda High Disdain said, the roadside electronic equipment here does not work. When you get to the peak of work, you see those people, the red light does not hesitate, traffic management volunteers can't hold it. There are various kinds of congestion, forcible overtaking, and it is very complicated. Can computers be turned into people to help us manage? We still have to rely on ourselves. I don't know, I heard that it is high science and technology, artificial intelligence. I will know if I look at it. Fan Wei also has doubts about this. Soon, the equipment was installed, and the data here was all connected to the Urban Transportation Authority. Dozens of cameras transmit the picture without dead ends, and the recording device just installed transmits sound. In the traffic administration of the city, the director and deputy directors are sitting in front of the virtual screen to watch the situation. Is this quantum computer managing traffic really useful? Some people questioned. It must be useful, said the staff from Red Letter. We have been working with the traffic control department for more than a year, have a lot of data, and have responded to various traffic conditions. The artificial intelligence of these quantum computers is all learned. When you can see its power and intelligence. Half an hour later, at the peak of the off-duty, all sections of the city began to be congested, and some traffic accidents occurred. The staff of the Traffic Management Bureau were busy and commanded and dispatched. Starting to start traffic management intelligence services. In the Traffic Management Bureau, the intelligence services of quantum computers began to play a role. At the intersection of the pilot, there was a virtual projection of the traffic police image next to each intersection. Hey, artificial intelligence is starting to work. The traffic police on the scene also put a curious eye on these virtual projections, and let this artificial intelligence assist traffic management. They are also the first to see. Not only them, but the owners, pedestrians, and traffic volunteers also looked at these virtual smart traffic police with curiosity. Complex road conditions are captured by the camera equipment and fed back to the quantum computer for analysis and calculation. At the intersection, a pedestrian walked in a hurry and saw a gap between the traffic, and wanted to take the opportunity to pass through. At this moment, a light and shadow appeared in front of him. A virtual traffic policeman gave a forbidden gesture in front of him and said, "I'm sorry, please obey the traffic order." Once the pedestrians, he was the first to encounter this situation. "Please retreat, thank you for your cooperation," the virtual traffic police continued to command. He had to step back a few steps. The pedestrians who wanted to cross the road together had to stop and talk on the side of the road. This year, the traffic police are all projected. High science and technology is getting better and better, but I am very curious if I have to rush. Can he stop me? Said a young man. Can't stop you, but you will be recorded. Maybe you have to be fine. Children, please go here. The virtual traffic police are still diverting traffic, and a group of school children who are out of school are curious and watching them. Thank you, uncle, are you real people? Asked a little boy. I am artificial intelligence, you are going home, pay attention to safety. The virtual traffic police responded with a smile. In addition to passers-by, those motor vehicles will also be guided by the virtual traffic police to conduct traffic diversion according to the optimal method of quantum computer calculation. It's a bad thing, the old traffic police Pan Hai Tisk Tisk is amazed. Before this intersection, 6 or 7 traffic policemen were not able to guide them. Now we both have not done anything. These artificial intelligences have finished the work. We will be much easier in the future, Fan said excitedly. We are not busy in the bureau with this artificial intelligence traffic police. This small thing does not need us to go out, the computer can solve it. End of this chapter. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 414. 414 Chapter 414 is sold out of stock. Chapter 414 is sold out of stock. In the Urban Transportation Authority, several leaders also clap their hands. It's a good thing, with it, it can save us a lot of police power, said the director. Yeah, not only to divert traffic, to deal with violations, traffic accidents can also come in handy. I think, this kind of good things should be promoted, deputy director said. Yes, the pilot situation has been recorded in the past few days, and the next report goes up, so that this intelligent machine can be promoted to all parts of the country. A provincial capital city, a top 3 hospital. At this time, although it is already more than 2 in the morning, the hospital is still full of people. Here, there is almost no day when I am free. Doctors, medical staff, and patients are very hard, but the hospital's affairs are always busy. In the computer room of the hospital, the staff from Red Letter Electronics installed the quantum computer overnight. Well, the quantum computer has been connected to the data center of your hospital. Now you can only open the simple consultation and guidance intelligence. You can also pay attention to our Red Letter Smart community, add new smart services, or directly find the Red Letter software development companies, and even specialize in the healthcare management system, the staff said. Can you try the effect now? Asked a director of the hospital. Of course, but it's too late, so as not to disturb the patient, just go to the lobby on the first floor, the staff replied. On the first floor of the hospital outpatient building lobby, the night is still brightly lit. The director opened the virtual projection here, and a virtual projection of a nurse appeared in the hall. The director personally went to the test to see what the so-called smart service had. Hello, I am the XX Hospital Intelligence Service Nurse 01. Can I help you? Asked the virtual projection. The director thought about it and asked a question that many patients or family members would ask. Where is the blood test? The intelligent nurse replied, the blood test is on the 3rd floor. The working time is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day. It is now non-working time. Please arrange your visit time. This question is too simple, director, said someone next to him. I am asking a complicated one. My stomach is not comfortable, what should I do now? The intelligent nurse replied, please let me register for you first, then go to the XX department for a consultation. It says a series of processes that are exactly the same as the hospital's usual process. It's a bit interesting, said the director. Look, the staff of our hospital, as long as they appear in the hospital, there will be a lot of patients coming to ask for directions, ask for medicine, and ask for advice. This has caused a lot of trouble for our work. Now with this intelligence, the basic problem can be solved. It is really convenient. The staff of Red Letter said, this is just its current function. It can continue to be upgraded. It is possible to care for patients in the future and even to diagnose small diseases. Our intelligent technology represents the possibilities of the future. Good, I also hope that artificial intelligence technology will advance rapidly, especially in the medical field. The director gave a thumbs up. We have to buy more quantum computers, so that every key place in this hospital has intelligent services. In the mall, some people use smart projections to promote sales, schools try to make virtual projections to assist in lectures, at home, some people play games with smart projections to pass the time, let the projections help teach cooking, etc. Although intelligence sometimes can't understand the user's consciousness, it will learn, and each question and feedback will be continuously fed back to the quantum brain, allowing the little red to analyze the results. In order to make Hongxiao Primary School faster, Hongxing Group also organized a professional team to help Xiao understand and learn. Members of the computer science, psychology, management, medicine, etc. cover almost all areas of life and work. With the opening of personalized intelligent service functions, Red Letter's quantum computer has once again become a hot word in the media and on the internet. Whether it's opening news or brushing Weibo, brushing short video software, paragraphs, and so on, you can all see similar stories or paragraphs and videos. Weibo hot search ranks in the top 3, all about artificial intelligence. Red Letter artificial intelligence fires, all walks of life show great power. XXX stars experience artificial intelligence. Red letter quantum computer opens a big move, personalized AI opens. In the vibrato, microvision, the video of today's fire is the artificial intelligence of the netizens who brushed. For example, see the virtual intelligent traffic police on the road, see the virtual intelligent nurse in the hospital, and see the virtual intelligence in the school. The teacher waits. On the live webcast platform, there are anchor live broadcasts and artificial intelligence to play games, play chess, play cards, etc., attracting many viewers to watch. Not to mention the news, it's all about smart reports. Artificial smart screen, this is the real power of the red letter quantum computer. The era of intelligence is coming, these industries will face unemployment in the future. Still in the traditional computer, AI era, your computer should be replaced. Come to XX Mall to buy red letter quantum computer, reduce 999 yuan. Red letter quantum computer is out of stock, someone spends 20,000 to find an ox. In the business department of red letter electronics, the phone rings constantly, and every second of the network mailbox has new mail coming in. If there is no intelligent customer service, it is estimated that the customer service small elder sister does not want to be idle for a second. It's an order. The computer company in Hangzhou is looking for us to order 100 commercial quantum computers at once. Guangnan provincial government units have asked us to order more than 2,000 units at a time, more than 20 million big orders, we have no goods at all. The private computer business has long been full, don't say online now, there are no stores in all parts of the country. What about the director? The purchasing department of the Kelly Group wants to contact, and another big order. Everyone in the business department is busy, and everyone has seen the real function of the red letter quantum computer. The order is like a snowflake. Now it's not a sale, but too many orders. The factory is 24 and it's too busy to stop working. The data was all fed back to Luzixin, and the red letter group opened its personalized AI service in just 5 days. All the quantum computer stocks that red letter group had reserved before sold out. And the orders are still growing, many of them are big orders from institutions and enterprises, once is dozens of hundreds. Creating a record again, Suzhirong excitedly walked into Luzixin's office. The latest statistics, we broke the highest daily sales record of the computer market in China, the highest daily sales record, there are weekly sales records. According to this in the situation, the annual record is also broken by us, we have succeeded. End of this chapter. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 415. 415 Chapter 415 is irresistible. Chapter 415 is irresistible. Yeah, Luzixin said. But we should be prepared this time, the market monitoring of artificial intelligence must be done, once there is a similar event like the last virtual projection game, we must immediately find a way to stop it. Well, this time we are fully prepared, Suzhirong said. A department has been set up to supervise this. In addition, Red Letter Software Development Co., Limited submitted a proposal recommending that we set up an artificial intelligence service company to engage in functional development and service improvement of artificial intelligence technology. It's a good idea to consider, Luzixin agreed. The storm in the Huaxia computer market has also quickly spread to foreign countries, and foreign media have reported this phenomenon. In the island country, a TV station went to the streets of a city in China to find traces of artificial intelligence. Now we are in a shopping mall, everyone sees there is an anime character here, it seems to be doing activities, let's go see. The host wore a microphone and walked to the mall. A long-legged, big-breasted anime virtual projection lowly sister met the host and took the initiative to say hello, saying in Japanese, hello. She also performed a bending action to reveal some welfare colors. The TV viewers of the island country have exclaimed, kawaii. This is artificial intelligence, It's so good, I really want to buy one of these computers. The host and the smart chat, the smart can answer the flow, from time to time there are some cute movements, emoticon appear, which makes the audience feel amazing. It's more fun than a virtual projection game, because it's like talking to a real person, and a projection game is just a game. Scorpio, I am so excited. When can this computer be bought? I really want to go to China now. I heard that there are many other kinds of artificial intelligence, so look forward to it. In Europe, the news media also described this in detail. Huaxia produces the most advanced quantum computers and develops personalized AI services to make the society progress for 10 years. In European countries, residents of these developed countries are also amazed at the reports and the contents of various videos. Wow, it's amazing, this artificial intelligence is just like a real person. I just love this kind of computer. If there is something to sell here, I will definitely buy it for the first time. Great, with this new technology, I can play every day without work. Is this fake? It looks like the computer is synthesizing. The computer is definitely not so smart. Seeing this, I think China should be listed as a developed country. In the United States, the response to the quantum AI and red letter personalized AI technology is even stronger. Because the red letter brand is now known to many Americans, and the previous computer standards have been raging, there are many people concerned. On the YouTube, a video site with more than 1 billion users, AI usage scenarios for red letter quantum computers have been released on various occasions. Soon, this video has more than hundreds of millions of views, and the number of comments has reached nearly 1 million. Users use comments to express their amazement and love. I can't believe my eyes. Is the current intelligence already done at this point? I saw this video and I wanted to smash my home's Google smart speaker. Until now, I still don't know what song I like to listen to. This is the function of a quantum computer. Isn't our country a pioneer in the computer field? Why haven't quantum computers that have been promoted for so long come out? Too disappointing me. Who knows when the Red Letter Group will sell such computers in the United States? Looking at this, I don't want to use my Apple notebook for a second anymore. Can anyone buy it for me? I have $5,000. The major companies in the US computer industry have also felt a strong sense of crisis. Intel Corporation, this time is no longer a department meeting, but the entire high-level meeting to discuss. Quantum computers have become a trend, and their AI technology, we can no longer wait. Immediately recognize the quantum computer standard of red letter, and find ways to cooperate with them. IBM, they can no longer calm down. They have always been the world's largest commercial machine company, and now, red letter's commercial computers can completely get rid of them, not any of their technology or spare parts. If this continues, IBM's market will be swallowed up quickly by the red letter group. Plit. Hurry to contact the Computer Society, we have to re-engineer a strategic plan for quantum computers. Dell Computer Corporation and Hewlett-Packard Computer Co. all noticed the changes in the Huaxia computer market, and decided to send representatives to contact the Red Letter Group. Microsoft, Google, Apple, these leading international companies in the field of computer and artificial intelligence, all of them are urgently discussing countermeasures, how to deal with this wave of shock from China. Although the Red Letter Group has not officially released quantum computers in the North American market and the European market, they are only a few months away from that date, and they must be prepared. The American Computer Association office building, Chairman Walter, and the president of the IEEE Association, Lancelot, are both worried about the emoticon, and they can't relax. These materials have been seen. In the China market, the Red Letter Group quickly occupied the high-end computer market. Now the entire Chinese computer industry is undergoing a wave of baptism. Only suppliers and brands that can successfully synchronize the era can survive. This storm will be scraped into the United States soon, Walter said. Unstoppable, Lancelot said helplessly. Now the international counterparts have basically recognized the standard of red letter. As far as I know, not only other countries, but our American computer industry has begun to adopt their quantum computers standard, production research and development. Now in this field, red letter has become an authority. Why is it so fast? Are there aliens helping them? Walter didn't understand what the red letter group was doing, and the speed of research and development could be fast. It's almost impossible for them to be caught off guard. Now we can only use the anti-monopoly law to limit them, but in the future, the core technology of quantum computers will have to be controlled by them. The two have already anticipated changes in the computer industry in the next few years. The red letter group will replace the positions of companies such as Intel, AMD, and IBM, and use their core technologies to sell their superconducting quantum chips, quantum computers or the United States and the world. AI service. And they can't find any effective countermeasures to resist. 5 more, ask for a ticket, subscribe, and reward. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 416. 416 Chapter 416 Western World. Chapter 416 Western World. In the next few months, it was the busy days of the Red Letter Group, all kinds of business, orders, cooperation, and non-stop. Moreover, the Huaxia Market Supervision Department also found the Red Letter Group to discuss the issues of quantum computer and artificial intelligence market supervision, and to control it, so that Red Letter and a dozen computer companies have reached cooperation. For example, the company sells superconducting quantum computer chips to Lianxiang Group, and develops superconducting quantum computers. It opens up some artificial intelligence intellectual property licenses to several large software development companies. At the same time, it signs export contracts with some large foreign companies. Red Letter's quantum computer is unique, but the management department will not allow only the Red Letter Group to sell quantum computers, which is contrary to the anti-monopoly law. Therefore, the Red Letter Group will learn from the practices of companies such as Intel, control core technologies, and sell core hardware such as chips. As a result, profitability will not be reduced, but it will also stand firmly in the industry. A new company under the Red Letter Group, Xiaoxiao Intelligent Technology Development Co., Limited, was also established. The company's name is Red Small Command. The core is the quantum brain, engaged in intelligent technology development, service, and improvement. The company's 10% company has launched the Little AI community on the internet. Anyone who uses the Red Letter quantum computer can enter the community. In the small AI community, each user can share their own intelligent usage, and various convenient or interesting usages have been developed by users, which has further promoted the development of Red Letter AI technology. Interestingly, this person actually came up with an artificial intelligence to compare photos and video beauty through comparison and calculation. It is estimated that the small elder sisters on the internet are hating. Lu Zixin is also visiting this community, found some interesting little features. Abba, there is this, there is a netizen who helped me design a dance movement, so interesting. Red is talking to him. She also has identity on the internet, and sometimes chats with other people in the community. No one has realized that chatting with them is a smart life that is still growing. They think that the little Red is a real person. I see, a little bit of this person, Lu Zixin nodded. When he communicated with the little Red, Lu Zixin's cell phone ringed and the caller ID was projected in front of him. Su Xiuying, Lu Zixin saw the caller ID, some doubts. Su Xiuying has been coming to the mainland for 2 years from Beidou. In the past 2 years, she has been working for Penjiun Automobile Co., Limited. It is said that she also got a senior international mechanical engineer certificate and held an important position in Penjiun Automobile. These are all based on her own efforts and have nothing to do with Lu Zixin. Lu Zixin took the call and came over with Su Xiuying's Mandarin with a treasure accent. Octopus, are you busy? If you are busy, I will be looking for you. Not busy, I am playing computer, Lu Zixin said. Do you have anything? Well, there is no major event, just want to invite you to drink. Are you free? Su Xiuying asked. I don't believe it, last time you said that. The result is not something, Lu Zixin remembered, when she came to the mainland to find a job. Then you are coming or not, I will wait for you. Well, where are you going to treat you? Lu Zixin readily agreed. Staying in the office all day long was a bit stuffy, just go out and have a chat. Su Xiuying is unrestrained and unconventional. She is a good drinker. The premise is that she does not drink too much on the road. After coming to the mainland, she has been educated by the traffic police department several times. Well, master, get off here at night, next to a street in Pengcheng. Lu Zixin came down from the taxi. Unlike other big business presidents, Lu Zixin is not very flustered about business activities, and corporate affairs are also handed over to subordinates. Anyway, there is a black science and technology in hand, and the company will not lose money. In his spare time, Lu Zixin prefers to play games, eat, travel, watch movies and listen to songs, just like ordinary people. Even traveling, he now likes to travel alone. As for personal safety issues, he is also prepared. When he travels, he uses the mini Iron Man with artificial intelligence monitoring, and with his genetically modified physical fitness, there is basically no accident. If you go out with a bunch of bodyguards every time, life is too boring. Are you there, on the phone? Su Xiuying asked. Come on, I am at the crossroads here. You don't see a fast hotel going along that road for a few tens of meters, there is a Western bar, I am inside. Lu Zixin followed her tips and found the bar. The Western bar is not a jealousy, but a personalized bar with a Western American cinema style. Lu Zixin only entered the door, a bunny girl's projection appeared at the door, gave him a passionate kiss and said, Mr. Cowboy, welcome to the West Bar. And smart technology, Lu Zixin felt a little novelty. When he walked in, he found that in addition to the Western style, the customers mostly wore Western dresses, denim pants, and even model guns at the waist. In addition, there are artificial intelligence cowboys chatting with guests and bragging about their heroic deeds. This bar is very avant-garde and has applied artificial intelligence technology to the bar business. Lu Zixin casually looked at it. The consumption here is not low. It costs thousands of dollars to buy some wine, but there are also many customers. It seems that they also like this novel consumption place. Hey, Tapa, here. Su Xiuying saw Lu Zixin and shouted at him. Su Xiuying and a group of friends are chatting around a sofa. Su Xiuying 1.7 is a few tall, dyed brown hair, light blue pupils, dark eyeshadow, and the delicate face of the mixed blood is more attractive under the light. She is also dressed in a pair of Western cowboys, a pair of high boots, and the upper end of the large long legs of the wheat is an attractive arc wrapped in ultra-short jeans. Deliberately untied two-buttoned plaid shirts, a brown dome cowboy hat, she also likened the gun, shot Lu Zixin, the killing power is amazing. At least Lu Zixin saw that none of the men around him didn't put their eyes on her. I knew that it was a Western style, and I also changed into a cowboy, Lu Zixin walked over and said. He wore a casual style casual dress on the spot, which was a bit out of tune with the theme. It doesn't matter, you are so handsome, with Su Xiuying, a girl stood up and greeted Lu Zixin. End of this chapter. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 417. 417 Chapter 417 Unmanned Startup. Chapter 417 Unmanned Startup. This girl and Su Xiuying are almost the same age, can also play a 7 or 8 points, the same cowboy dress, looking at Luzixin with a curious look. In her opinion, Luzixin is still relatively handsome and temperament, so he took the initiative to know. "Hello, my name is Zhao Xiao, Xiuying's sisters." The girl reached out. Luzixin, Su Xiuying's friend Luzixin shook hands with him, and Zhao Xiao pinched his back and praised, "Your muscles are really hard, must exercise regularly." Occasionally Luzixin has already seen that this Zhao Xiao is very interested and wants to marry him, but he is not a cold to Zhao Xiao. "Well, sit down and talk." Su Xiuying greeted. "What kind of wine to drink? Just point, I treat." Luzixin sat down and met each other with her friends. There are 5 people including himself, 3 men and 2 women. They didn't particularly feel excited when they saw Luzixin. It seems that Su Xiuying did not tell Luzixin's identity, otherwise they would never be so calm. "Brother, I heard that you are also a car, driverless." A man raised his glass to him. "Almost, I'm researching computers, artificial intelligence, etc. I've done games before," Luzixin said. "Listen," Xiuying said, "your company is very powerful." The man's words have not been finished yet. Su Xiuying interrupted him and said, "First drink, these things will be said." "Well, drink first, play games, take cards or scorpions." Taking advantage of the gap in the game, Luzixin grabbed Su Xiuying's arm and whispered, "Small girl, are you really asking me to drink?" Cough. Su Xiuying was drinking, and he coughed twice as he heard this. Then she put her head in Luzixin's ear and said softly, "Sorry, my friends are doing startups. I have a little difficulty. I used to drink with them and brag about it, please help me." Luzixin shook his head helplessly and said, "I know it's not that simple. It won't be difficult for you, you will have to deal with it. I have not told them your identity," Su Xiuying said. "You are really bold," Luzixin said, "and now there are few people who dare to pull him to do this kind of thing." As the Red Letter Group became more and more prosperous, the people around him became more and more respectful to him. Not to mention classmates and friends, that is his relatives and elders, who are also very different from him and respect his ideas and opinions. "Do you help?" Su Xiuying squinted a pair of phoenix eyes and looked at him with a look of anger. "Help?" Luzixin finished. She smiled beautifully, the hot lips like a burning rose. "Enough loyalty, I respect you." Su Xiuying took the initiative to drink a glass of wine. Luzixin also took a drink. "Hey, how do you both talk about yourself, play together?" Zhao Xiao took the opportunity to sit next to Luzixin. His sexy body and his closeness, the big white legs of the lights are dazzling. Intentionally or unintentionally wiped Luzixin. "Hey, play and play, don't lick oil, he is a wife," Su Xiuying said. Zhao Xiao. "Cut, you are sitting closer than me." Zhao Xiao gave him a blank look. "Moreover, I don't fall in love with him. Handsome, you say yes." In the face of such an open sister, Luzixin was a little scared, and said, "Please ignore me." Opposite the 3 men, see the 2 big women in the group are sitting next to Luzixin. The left and right hold is not jealous, immediately pull the topic back. "Buddy, we haven't finished it yet. We will officially introduce it. We are all forward starting companies. I am the CEO and technical director of the company." Ji-Fan among the 3, the one sitting in the middle said. He seems to be less than 30 years old, wearing a pair of red letter smart glasses, talking quickly. The 2 people next to Ji-Fan also introduced themselves. The fat one is called Zhang Wei, the thin one is called Kong Guanyu. "You start your own business, great, powerful," Luzixin praised. "The 3 are young people, dare to start their own business. Courage and courage are worthy of praise." Generally, Ji-Fan said with modesty, "A small company, now only a dozen employees, but the projects we have done are not bad. The car is unmanned, very promising." Next to Zhang Wei asked, Luzixin, "Listen to Su Xiuying, your company is doing artificial intelligence services, and there is research on driverless driving, right. Yeah, there is one thing, Lu Zixin nodded. Red Letter Software Development Co., Limited had previously had an unmanned project, but it was later cut off. The main reason is that personnel and technology investment should be placed on other artificial intelligence. This project has not progressed for a long time, and it has been cut down. The current Red Letter Artificial Intelligence also has a little service related to driverless driving, but it is not really unmanned. Is it? Ji-Fan and the other three looked at each other and saw some doubts from the other side's eyes. They had known Su Xiuying at a meeting in the automotive industry before, and later became familiar with them. After a drink, they mentioned that their company had some technical problems. At that time, Su Xiuying, who had drunk more, patted her chest and promised that she had a friend who could solve these problems. So, she had a meeting today. But from the current performance, Lu Zixin has not revealed which company his company is, and what he does. So they are very skeptical. This guy is Su Xiuying pulled over to make up the number, cannot help anything. I am very interested in your unmanned startups. I can take the liberty to ask, what level are you doing now? Is the driverless car driving automatically on the street? Lu Zixin asked curiously. Of course, Ji-Fan directly affirmed, our company's currently unmanned system has enabled small cars to be unmanned on fixed lines. Have you walked through the Pengcheng International Airport to the XX Hotel? Our driverless car was there for a week before it was tried and it was quite successful. He only finished proudly. Su Xiuying poured a cold water on him and said, the result is not hit. I bumped into people. Lu Zixin was surprised. If it hits people, that's not a trivial matter. I didn't hit someone, I killed a pet dog, Ji-Fan reluctantly said. The pet dog did not obey the traffic rules and rushed straight out. Our radar detection system did not respond, and it was directly killed. You said that this is a trouble, and that the investors think that our system has a problem, and that they have to vote for 10 million. End of this chapter. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 418. 418 chapter Casually looking for someone. The person who is looking for the 418 chapter. If I am worried about me too, said Zhao Qiao, you said that the pet dog does not obey the traffic rules. Is it necessary for people to obey the traffic rules? If you suddenly run out of the individual, your system will not respond. Isn't that a big deal? The three people, she said, are all awkward. In fact, they also know that the real road conditions are far more complicated than ideal. What pedestrians do not obey the traffic rules, road barriers, traffic lights, how to understand the traffic instructions, etc., too many problems. Have you ever tried to use the Intelligent Driving Assist radar system to complete driverless? Lu Zixin asked, and there is smart driving in the artificial intelligence service of the Red Letter Group. The main functions now are navigation, emergency braking and other auxiliary functions. Try it, or not, Kong Guanyu said. It's not that simple. Smart driving can only say that some navigation routes are provided. The main function still depends on driverless driving. Man, do your company have any help for unmanned smart services? Well, there is one, but I'm not sure if I can help, Lu Zixin said. I have to read your driverless system to know. Well, Ji-Fan agreed. Our company is in Pengcheng. You have time to go. Just these days we are recommissioning the driverless system, nothing else. After he finished speaking, he would not mention it. He has already determined that this Lu Zixin is the person that Su Xiuying casually found. There is no resources to cooperate. Otherwise, why did he say it for a long time? He is not sure. In the next step, it is to drink and swear. Ji-Fan and others talked about the hardships of their own company 3 or 4 times, and the two girls who were talking were annoying. Zhao Qiao is still trying to slap Lu Zixin from time to time, but unfortunately has not succeeded. Su Xiuying also drank a lot. When Lu Zixin finally sent her to the hotel, she was already drunk and couldn't open her eyes. Lu Zixin threw her together with the drunk Zhao Qiao, then turned and left, and went back to her home. On the other side, from the western bar, Ji Fan and other three are still chatting. I said that Su Xiuying's girl is bragging. I thought she was working in Penjian Automobile and could know what big man, Zhang Wei said with a mouthful of alcohol. Through for a long time, nothing. Hey, drink so much wine in white. Ji Fan is also very helpless. I see that guy, I want to find him to invest in him. He wants technical cooperation, he doesn't say it. The most important thing is that two girls, one did not give us, the rest all went to the hotel with him. Tonight, I really envy him. What did I say early? Can't count on women, not reliable. Kong Guanyu drank too much, and seemed to have some emotions. Go back, and debug system tomorrow. Go home and sleep. Be sure to perfect our driverless system, and the buddy's career for the next 10 years depends on it. At home, the lights are still on. Su Zhirong is wearing pajamas and sitting on the sofa watching the projection movie. Back, Su Zhirong looks at Lu Zixin. Well, drink some wine, Lu Zixin said. I am a little excited now. You. After more than an hour, Lu Zixin sat on the bed and turned on the computer to find the information. The first is the information about the driverless system inside the Red Letter Group. The project was completed in Red Letter Software Development Co., Limited in less than 3 months, and only some initial technical accumulations were completed and it was cut off. Then there is the information of the former startup company, and not many can be found on the network. The company's legal representative and CEO are both Ji Fan, Zhang Wei, and Kong Guanyu are his joint founder. The company has a registered capital of 10 million and 18 employees. Former entrepreneurs have been established for nearly 2 years. Apart from burning the company's book capital, there is no project that can be profitable. The only thing they are doing right now is the driverless system, which has made a name for it before, and many investment institutions are ready to invest in them. The investment institution was cautious after the incident of killing the pet dog, so the entrepreneurial team had a tough time. What, you want to be drone again? Su Zhirong climbed out of the bed, his face was a little red, and he attached his head to his chest and asked. Yeah, Lu Zixin held her in her arms and said, our artificial intelligence technology has already reached the standard. If improvements are made in motor vehicles, the driverless system should be able to make it soon. Now there are a lot of companies that can be unmanned. Su Zhirong fingered into the air, and the virtual projection device opened on the bed sensed her movements and language. The name and introduction of a company appeared in the projection. TES Auto, full auto driving technology. UB self-driving cars. Google driverless cars are already on the road. Toyota, BMW, Volvo, almost all car companies and high-speed science and technology companies are involved in the driverless field. In our country, the current leading position in this field is 1000 degrees. Their driverless cars are said to be able to drive safely in complete darkness, and often appear in various activities. However, they still have not been able to obtain operational approval. There was a temporary license for the driverless car in the United States, but a half-year ago, TES completely autopiloted the car and caused a traffic accident, which led to public doubts about the technology. That is, of course, after all, driverlessness is related to everyone's life safety. If I will be cautious, Lu Zixin said. Go sleep first, and say tomorrow. The next day, Lu Zixin learned more about this and found the head of the company's once unmanned project, ready to restart the program. But before that, he decided to go to the front walk startup to see if their drones are okay, consider buying their company and rebuilding the unmanned car project of Red Letter. On the third day, Lu Zixin made an appointment with Su Xiuying, and was ready to visit the pioneering startup company. A business building, outside a few offices on a certain floor, is a small brand of forward entrepreneurs. Here is the base camp of Ji Fan and others. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, and the company's employees have already started working. They are still testing the driverless system repeatedly, trying to find out what happened before. Ji-fan took a call and said to Jiang Wei and others, "The last time the bar was Luzixin, I will come to our company to see." He really came, isn't that person Su Xiaoming casually looking for? Jiang Wei did not understand. Who knows, come here, we are not afraid of people to visit. Ji-fan shrugged. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 419. 419 Chapter 419 Who do you think they are? Chapter 419 Who do you think they are? Would you like to prepare? Kong Guanyu asked. Prepare some materials or something. Forget it, said Ji-fan, I am not welcoming any investors and big customers, so I will do it. They continued to work, and after more than an hour, Luzixin and others arrived. Just here, I have been here last time, although the place is small, but it is really good. Su Xiuying led Luzixin. Welcome to visit our company. Ji-fan came out to meet him in court. Luzixin said, today I want to know more about your project. I am next to Mr. Zhu Lianjun, who is also an expert in the field of driverless driving. Zhu Lianjun is in her 40s, wearing a neat suit. Because she is much older than Luzixin, Ji-fan pays more attention to him. I guess that Zhu Lianjun may be a capable person. Hello, Mr. Zhu, please come in. They walked into the company and looked around. Other employees of the former startup seem to be familiar with this scene, and they are busy with their work. Do you have this radar? Do you do it yourself? Zhu Lianjun saw the car radar and asked curiously. We improved, Jiang Wei said. It was originally a product of a German civilian radar company. After we bought it, we improved the driverless aspect. With this radar, the car can detect obstacles and moving objects in the surrounding 100 meters in advance, and then adjust the driving mode through the intelligent system. Luzixin raised the question and said, loading the radar, what if there is wireless interference and other interference? Is the self-driving car not blindness? This, in general, there won't be so much interference on the road, and our radar can prevent certain interference, Jiang Wei explained. The road situation is very complicated and does not allow for a little accident. Zhu Lianjun said, how do you solve the problem of accurately positioning the vehicle? When I heard the question of Zhu Lianjun, Ji-fan and others felt that he was a real expert. Today's motor vehicles have positioning systems, but for fully automatic driving, they need more accurate positioning data feedback to system to ensure that automatic driving does not go wrong. At present, even the most advanced positioning system, there are errors of 5 to 10 meters, which is a very serious error for fully automatic driving cars. Usually, we use China's Baidu satellite positioning system. The onboard computer performs automatic correction every 10 seconds when the weather is bad and the system is affected by tunnels. We use odometer and gyroscope inertial navigation. After Ji-fan K finished, Zhu Lianjun directly pointed out the problem in his discourse and said, the inertial navigation unit will have cumulative error if the tunnel is too long. The cumulative error will increase and this will increase the cost of the fully automated driving system. This is no way, our solutions are already the world's leading. These technologies are constrained by sensor devices, unless the sensing system and positioning services are more complete, can solve. Ji-fan is very calm. Zhu Lianjun nodded. The Red Letter Group had encountered this problem when studying this project. They continued to check and asked a lot of questions. To the surprise of Luzixin, this pioneering startup is a little better than he imagined. Although the company is small and has a small registered capital, when it comes to technology, they are really not bad, and they have been able to achieve a highly automated system. The driverless sector is divided into 4 phases: driver assistance system, partial automation system, highly automated system and fully automated system. At present, no company in the world dares to claim that it can reach the 4th stage, and the leader is basically the third stage. It is not easy for Jifan and others to come. Many of their companies have started their own businesses after leaving other science and technology companies. There are executives and technical talents. Can you let us see the actual road test? Zhu Lianjun asked. They have been in this company for a day. When Jifan and others did nothing, they accompanied them to visit and explain. Now I hear that they still have to look at the road, and several people feel a little tired. Yes, we are testing on the designated road, Jifan still promised. He still has a glimmer of hope. This Zhu Yanyan is said to be a senior company executive. If their company can look at this project, give the former, it is good for a pedestrian startup to invest hundreds of millions. As for Lu Zixin next to him, he was regarded as an assistant to Zhu Lianjun, and he did not pay much attention. Their company's specialized test vehicles are on the road, driving slowly in a place where pedestrians and vehicles are relatively small. Before real-time monitoring of the screen, Lu Zixin watched the specially renovated driverless business vehicle driving on the road. Under normal circumstances, it is naturally not a problem at all. When encountering pedestrians or vehicles, it can respond accordingly. Is it too slow? Lu Zixin asked. It's a bit slow, but our sensing system is not perfect enough, and the speed is too fast to be afraid of a safety accident, Jifan explained. Oh. Actually, Lu Zixin also saw it, and he was not as amazing as he imagined. The reason is probably that the speed of the car is slow, and the speed of intelligent processing is not fast enough. Mr. Zhu, what do you think? We are working hard to contact Red Letter Intelligent Development Co., Limited, and we want to work with them to solve the most difficult artificial intelligence problem in the driverless problem. As long as there is a certain amount of capital investment, 1 year inside, we are likely to break through to the fourth stage of driverless driving, fully automatic driving. Jifan and others are selling the company's entrepreneurial project to Zhu Lianjun. Zhu Lianjun just smiled and said, "You have done a good job, although there is still a gap between the technology of thousands of companies and Google, but in the field of driverless driving, it is also a first-class startup company. We have a chance to talk again." Hearing his words, Jifan and others were somewhat disappointed. Does this mean that they are not looking at their projects? That day, I am busy again. Su Xiuying looked at Lu Zixin and saw that he was thinking. He did not interrupt him. Lu Zixin wondered if it was to buy this company, or if Red Letter restarted the unmanned project. He needed to go back and talk to Zhu Lianjun. Let's do this today, thank you for your reception, and contact you tomorrow, Lu Zixin said. When Su Xiuying listened, the eyes were bright, and there was still a drama. She hurriedly hinted that Jifan said, "Not yet sent." Jifan felt helplessly sighed, or kept politely sending Lu Zixin and Zhu Lianjun down the stairs. But as soon as he returned to the upper floor, he was dissatisfied with Su Xiuying. "Xiuying, are you bringing us here today, after a whole day? We have not done anything in the whole company, just introduce them the project, the result was sent to us in one sentence, is there such a thing?" Su Xiuying not only refused to admit his mistake, but also retorted, "Play, Jifan, you think I will bring people to play with you, do you know who they are?" "Who?" "I can't tell you now, but I can be sure, if they find you cooperate again, your company will be developed," Su Xiuying said vowed. End of this chapter. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 420. 420 Chapter 420 does not open my idol joke. Chapter 420, don't make jokes about my idol. Really, some people don't believe it. How can there be such a good thing? Really, let me say it first, if you are developed, don't forget my credit, Su Xiuying said. I really have this kind of thing, it is no problem to treat you as a bodhisattva, Jifan said. He did not believe at all. Lu Zixin and Zhu Lianjun first returned to the company to ask him about the unmanned project. Octopus, I think, the driverless project is completely feasible. Zhu Lianjun analyzed it to him. Before our driverless project, only the first stage of the driver assistance system was not as good as the pioneer's startup company schedule. The reason why the project was cut down was that the main reason was similar to them: the positioning system was not precise enough, the sensor system was not developed enough, and the most important thing was that the smart technology was not mature enough. The desire to move from a high degree of automation to full autopilot relies on smart technology. We couldn't overcome this difficulty before, but now with the quantum brain, this most difficult problem can be solved. It is undoubtedly the most appropriate to open this project at this time. If you don't look for me, I will also submit an application to you. As the person in charge of the once unmanned project, Zhu Lianjun naturally hopes that this project will be restarted, so that he can show his talents. Ye Luzixin nodded and asked, "Do you think it's better for our company to restart the project itself, or is it better to invest in a startup?" Zhu Lianjun has already understood the meaning of Luzixin. He said, "I have thought about this problem. I think it is better to invest in a startup company." Talk about your thoughts. Zhu Lianjun continued, "The red letter group is huge now, but it is also very bloated. For example, the previous driverless project was hung under Red Letter Software Development Co., Limited. But there are many more important projects to be done by Red Letter Software Development Company. The resources for driving unmanned projects are relatively small, which seriously affects the progress and makes management difficult and convenient. Now if we restart, we will face the same problem, and this time it is linked to Red Letter Intelligent Technology Development Co., Limited or Red Letter Software Development Co., Limited. On the contrary, if you invest, such as the former startup company, we can fully develop and operate independently, and the progress is directly in the third stage. We can launch it before other companies officially develop the driverless system, and seize the market opportunity. On the third day, in the former startup company, the small team is in a meeting. The person in charge of Arctic Capital has informed me that they are not planning to invest. Ji-Fan disappointed and announced a news. When the news was announced, everyone on the small team showed disappointed emoticon on their faces. The company's liquidity has been unable to last for 2 months, but it still does not get investment. If this continues, they can only transfer shares at a low price, which is a waste of their efforts. If it weren't for that damn dog running around, we would have gotten the investment, Zhang Wei whispered, and he was full of resentment against the dog that crashed into their driverless car. The dog owner did not manage his dog, resulting in such a bad chain reaction. "Did not 2 people come to our company the day before yesterday, did they respond?" asked a partner founder. "Don't count on it," Kong Guanyu said, "they are interested in our project, but it is estimated that they can't make any investment. I still have to rely on myself." Ji-Fan was secretly sighed, and he received an employee's resignation letter last night. The employees were the talents they had dug. They now feel that their company has a limited future and are ready to change jobs. If this continues, the final outcome of the former startup company must be to sell the project and the company cheaply to a large company. Hey, his mobile phone was in his pocket, and Ji-Fan looked down and was Su Xiuying's phone. Because at the meeting, he did not pick up. When the small team finished a frustrating meeting, he only called back. "Sorry, just in the meeting. Are you looking for something?" asked Ji-Fan. "A big good news," Su Xiu said with excitement in English, "you hit the Universiade." "What good news can I have?" Ji-Fan's tone is calm, he is now in a heavy mood, and he is not happy at all. "I just introduced you to that friend before, he looked at your company, and prepared to invest in you," Su Xiuying continued. "Hey, your friend gave me investment," Ji-Fan was unexpected. "How much is the investment?" "How do I know, but definitely not less," Su Xiuying said. "You have to make it clear, if you invest hundreds of thousands, you can count it," Ji-Fan said. "Hundreds of thousands, you are too young to marry him, he is the Red Letter Group," Su Xiuying said here, suddenly stopped. What is the Red Letter Group? Asked Ji-fan. Speak out of scaring you, the boss of the Red Letter Group, Su Xiuying said. Cut, I am still the heir to the Tencent Group CEO, Ji-fan did not believe, how can such a big man come to his company to see it? It is difficult to see the upper side. I tell you, the old letter of the Red Letter Group is always my entrepreneurial idol, don't open his joke, Ji-fan was warned repeatedly. Founder of Red Letter Group is not only his, but also the idol of entrepreneurs all over the world. Starting from scratch, relying on the continuous launch of new science and technology products to create a strong business group in just a few years. Some people speculate that if founder of Red Letter Group is willing to list the company, it is definitely the richest person in China and even the world. Real, tell you that you still don't believe, I didn't lie to you before that, it was my big boss. You don't want to talk about it, Su Xiuying said, I still have something to do, first hang up. Hanging up the phone, Ji-fan was full of doubts. He and Su Xiuying are only business friends. It is reasonable to say that Su Xiuying does not have to call to open a joke with him. Can Su Xiuying say this is too unbelievable? The CEO of the Red Letter Group has come to his company and decided to invest in him. He didn't dare to think like this. Dream. Call, find you, at this time, an employee shouted, there is the company's business phone. Come. Ji-fan took the call, and there was a voice coming from there, hello, I am the business manager of Hongxin Capital. Are you Mr. Ji-fan of the former startup company Red Letter Capital? As soon as I heard the word, Ji-fan's eyes lit up. This is the financial institution of the Hongxin Group. Yes, I am. May I ask you to find me something? Ji-fan quickly responded. This is the case, Mr. Ji. After our investigation, your front walk startup company is very promising. Do you know if you have any plans to accept investment? What, invest? Ji-fan stared wide-eyed, almost dropped the phone to the ground. End of this chapter.